Oh, hey friends, welcome to Come From Country Living. Tell you what, we're getting us a good cup of that black gold Texas tea. Little Folgers is what I put in my cup. Well, this is something Jed Clamp would sure be proud of. Tell you what, we're going to take you on a little adventure today of us feeding some cows. And I know a bunch of y'all have waited to meet the Longhorns. I think it's finally today. We're going to get to meet the Longhorns. We'll get to name them, so sure does taste good.
Well, I told you at some point in time that we would take you along to feed some cattle, and sure enough, that's what we're doing. We got this big cold snapper moving in, and we're trying to get a little dab of hay put out. We got Michaela over there doing what she does, and she does a fine job doing it. She's taking that hay net off, showing me how ignorant I am for standing downwind. Now I got hay blowing all over me. Hey, that's okay. Got a little hay buggy here. She's got a boat winch on it. Back into a bale of hay and pick it up. Pulling it with our truck here. So, Michaela, are you cold? A little bit, she says. Old Curly the bull, he's over there. Not that one. We'll go over here. Curly. Hey, fat boy. There he is. That's old Curly. You want to talk about a game changer and a herd maker? Right there he is. And he is dog gentle. Matter of fact, he's kind of a nuisance, to be really honest with you. My father-in-law actually, there's Curly again. My father-in-law actually has more cows out here than we do. Ours are over on another place, but we'll show them to you this evening. We've got to get, or here in a little while. We've got to go over and feed them here momentarily, so we'll show you them guys as well. Michaela, tell them goodbye for a little while, and we'll see them when we go feed the Longhorns, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, she said.
Well, guys, Michaela's going to video me picking this bale of hay up. So I'm going to step in the truck, get out of the cold wind and snow, and we'll get this bale. Upgraded to electric winch yet, but I promise you after today, it's soon over the horizon. Well, we're pulling into a lease place now. This is the same place that I showed you the cows a while ago where we're dropping the hay. But I figured I would tag on a full process of how this works. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but the wind is straight out of the, we'll say the northwest right here. It's blowing this big storm in. There's very small snowflakes making it in now. So when we talk about lease places, the kind of the definition of that is somebody owns some land that they may not use, or they want cattle on it to kind of keep it grazed down, if you will. And that's exactly what we're doing here. This gentleman that owns this place sold out on his livestock, and it grew up a few years. And my father-in-law knows this gentleman and asked him if he'd be interested in leasing this to us, and he said he'd be happy to. So we leased this ground to graze our cattle on. That way we've always got extra grass. You know, we've got a place to go with them. You'll see them humped up over there, standing there by that little barn, trying to stay as much out of the wind as possible. So it's kind of a snaky old gate I'm coming in right here, but ain't no thing for no hand like me. But I tell you, to be a good hand, being able to put this hay out, you've got to have an outstanding gate getter. She's sick, but you know what? She's never weakened. Can you give us a little bit of your saying that you were talking about earlier? So we were talking about some livestock medicine. I don't actually know the real name, but it's known as LA 300. So Michaela, tell them how you say it.
LA 300.
LA 300. So you, it's Michaela gets sick of me picking on her like that, but she knew that when we first got together, that I was a jokester and I like to have fun and I like to cut up and have a good time and make people smile. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to line these 3 bales of hay up for a couple of different reasons. First of all, that way it gives them, you know, one spot that they can come to eat. Second of all, if you can see now how that wind's blowing in, it can act as a bit of a wind block, a wind break. So I've put these 3 bales of hay here as close to side by side as I can get, because my hay buggy here is wider than the bale of hay that I'm carrying. You'll see Michaela right here, she's cutting the net wrap off of this bale of hay, and that just is what holds it together whenever it comes out of the back end of that baler. So that's a nylon material. It can, you know, plug a cow up, so we always want to make sure that we're getting that off. And you've still got some down low. Like I said, very cautious, always trying to make sure that we're getting that off. That way, you know, we're no harm, no foul to our livestock. And I'll tell you guys, those folks that think that these cattle have a bad lifestyle, I would agree to disagree. They've got it, I would happily say, better than us, because, you know, I know Michaela and I both have missed meals. We've ate many meals in the truck. We've been so cold we can't even function out taking care of livestock. But it's what we enjoy. Knock the top of that, hun. Right here. Loosen it up. There you go. So I don't know if I mentioned earlier, but that's a boat winch on this. I'm getting ready to put electric winch on it, because that right there ain't worth a crud. And then I'm gonna have to reconstruct some of this back here, and I'll show you why here in just a moment. So Michaela's gonna get the pickup. She's gonna pull out of this bale of hay right here. Well, it's getting a little wet. It's getting a little slick. I don't know exactly what she's trying to do there. There she goes. Looky there. Oh, she didn't lock that winch back, so it's going to run on out. But anyway, we're going to reconstruct this right here. Whoever built this. Whoa! Goofy, she's trying to run it in the ground. Whoever built this did not build this plate right here very wide.
So this right here is what keeps that bale from rolling over. And you'll see I hit this bale right in the middle. I mean, you couldn't have got it any better. But this bale rolled on us as we were driving down the highway, and that's let it down a couple clicks, hun. And we're going to leave it up because we're going to go pick that other bale up and take the net wrap off of it. Anyway, kind of a poor construction there on how they've done that. Also, another thing that we're going to do is we're going to cut some of this off and raise this up about 6 inches, because on these bigger bales of hay, it hits these bales of hay way too low. We need to bring that spear up. We need to bring that spear right there up about 6 to 8 inches, so we're hitting the core of these bales of hay right here. That right there is the prime spot to hit a bale of hay. So we're going to get loaded up here, and we got a bale over there that's got some net wrap on it. So we're going to slide over there and put a spear in it, lift it up, and cut that net wrap off. Well, guys, we got the Longhorn cattle fed. That big one right there is Lucille. We got another red and white one right there. That one right there is ours. She is ours. Oh, right there. There's the other one. Right there, standing beside her mom. We can't really see her, but she's a sure enough good rip. Anyway, that's the Longhorn herd. We got an Arctic blast moving in. It was 51 degrees this morning when I left my house, and now 30 degrees. Yeah, it's 30 degrees here. Temperatures dropped 21 degrees. We got a northwest wind of about 30 miles an hour. I am ready to be back in Mays County in a warm home. I got a little bit of stuff to do. When we get home, we got chores at home to do. Then me and Taylor Carney from Redneck Outdoor Channel are going to get together and do a little deal this afternoon. So if you hadn't went and liked and subscribed to his channel, once again, guys, that's Redneck Outdoor Channel. Taylor Carney, he'll be your main host there. So I encourage you to do that. We got a lot of cool things coming. Thank you guys, and hope you guys are staying warm. So those three right there are ours. We're gonna let Michaela tell you their names. And then that old big one right there, she's ours. Yeah, that's Lucille. Michaela, will you tell us their names?
The red one right here, that is Loretta. And this black and white one here, that's Dixie.
The speckled one?
The speckled one.
That's right,
Yep,
okay.
And then there's another little, I don't know if you can see it, I'm sitting there walking away from it. The little red and white faced calf. I don't know that we've actually named her yet.
I don't think so. You guys have any suggestions for a name? So I mentioned the other day that all of them, in some way or another, have a name that originates from country music. Classic country music, old country music. So if you guys have any suggestions, we're always open, aren't we?
Oh yeah.
Always open for business, right?